Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn, and for today's topic, I am going to discuss
New U.S. immigration updates under the Trump administration. So there is an executive order that wants to review all prospective citizens' social media accounts. This means that the USCIS is looking to review social media handles of immigrant visa applicants, including those applying for U.S. citizenship. In 2019, the USCIS launched a vetting of visa applicants by reviewing their social media handles. This year, 2025, Trump is ordering a stricter vetting of immigrants entering the U.S. under protecting the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. So this means that the USCIS will gather more personal information on immigrants to help identify national security threats. This means that data will be collected from individuals on applications for immigration-related benefits, and it is necessary for the enhanced identity verification, vetting, and national security screening and inspection conducted by USCIS and required under the Trump executive order. The USCIS is estimating that the change would apply to 2.5 million immigrants applying across 9 different form types, and this could result to an extra 285,000 hours of work per year to its staff's workload. A USCIS spokesperson said that reviewing social media accounts would strengthen fraud detection and ensure applicants were not a threat to public safety or national security. This means that if you're applying for an immigrant visa, you need to review what you post online, especially if you have several social media accounts. There is an important update where all illegal immigrants staying in the U.S. must register, otherwise they will be faced with penalties.
They must register, but as Inland Empire reporter Leticia Juarez explains, if they comply, they could risk deportation. If they don't, they face fines and jail time.
For undocumented immigrants in the U.S., a new wave of uncertainty looms as the Department of Homeland Security rolls out a federal registry. The mandate requires anyone without legal status to register or face criminal charges and fines.
The executive order is directing the Department of Homeland Security to ensure that aliens comply with their duty to register with the government under Section 262 of the Immigration and Nationality Act and ensure that failure to comply is treated as a civil and criminal enforcement priority. Now, who needs to register? All aliens or illegal immigrants 14 years old or older, and you have not been fingerprinted or registered when applying for a U.S. visa, and if you remain in the U.S. for 30 days or longer, you must apply for registration and fingerprinting. This is like an overdue policy for the Trump administration because everyone who is applying for a visa must be fingerprinted. Parents and guardians must ensure that their children below the age of 14 are also registered. And for those within 30 days of reaching his or her 14th birthday, they must also apply for re-registration and must also be fingerprinted. This means that all unregistered aliens must comply with the law, and there's no excuse for failure to register. Let's see what will happen if you failed to register. If you register, this is not an indication that you have an immigration status and does not establish employment authorization or any other benefit under the U.S. immigration law. This is only an administrative requirement and does not give you any immigration benefits. So this means that if you fail to comply, you will be subjected to criminal and civil penalties, including misdemeanor, prosecution, and the payment of fines. All aliens who are not inspected or who are present in the U.S. without inspection and admission or inspection and parole must register. Also included are Canadian visitors who entered the U.S. at land ports of entry and were not issued a registration. Also, aliens whose benefit requests are not listed, and then those including applicants for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals or DACA or Temporary Protected Status who were not issued evidence of registration.
The enforcement and removal operations. We have a very unique role in the federal law enforcement community. We are the only entity that identifies, apprehends, detains, and ultimately removes from the country. So we have a broad scope of responsibility. Ultimately, our job is to ensure that the individuals that are in this country circumventing the laws of the immigration system are brought to justice and are removed, and it's our job to keep our community safe. We're targeting individuals that are circumventing our immigration laws, that have come to this country to do harm to our citizens, to our communities, to our country. We're targeting individuals who are national security. We're targeting individuals who are just, in general, violating the immigration laws as they're currently written.
If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel. And if you haven't liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.